If you're struggling after a breakup, you need to hear this. What I'm going to say in this video is extremely helpful. It's extremely helpful if you have a hard time to deal with this breakup. Regardless of the situation, regardless of your age, regardless of what happened during the relationship, this is a video that will change the way you see things and change the way you see the future, which is very important. If it's the first time you see this channel, my name is Alexis. I'm a relationship counselor and I'm also UK anxiety approved therapist. And I'm saying this because breakups can create a lot of anxiety. And I help a lot of my clients dealing with that anxiety. I've been in your shoes. I've been anxious after a breakup. We have this tight chest. We can't wake up in the morning. We feel tired all day long. We are obsessed with those thoughts of getting back with our ex. All those things that sometimes prevent us from going to work, from having, healthy activities or seeing our friends. We cancel our plans and stuff like that. And you want this to change, I'm going to explain you how you can change this today. Jiggle.
IGetMyExBack.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.
I'm going to start with the effect of breakups that can have on us. It is painful, and studies have shown that it's the same part responsible for physical pain that are also activated in your brain after a breakup. It's a traumatic experience. And as I discussed, you might feel this tight chest, this sort of relentless nights when you can't sleep, this deep anxiety, not being able to focus. I remember when it happened to me, I had to go to work because I couldn't say to my boss, I'm heartbroken, can I take some days off? And it was a very busy time at that moment at work, in my previous life when I was in corporate world. And I couldn't focus, I couldn't listen on meetings, I couldn't listen when I was talking with my clients on the phone. It was so hard. And my obsession was, it needs to stop. I can't live with this anymore. I can't live being unproductive. I can't live not willing to want anyone, to see anyone. I can't live just, working, being like a ghost at home. And therefore, if I want to remove that pain, I need to get back with my ex. Because when I get back with her, things will be easier. That pain will be gone. That's the solution. That's what I need to do. And that's where I need to put all my energy. And you're probably doing the same right now. You're probably thinking the same, which is sort of makes sense. It's common sense. I'm suffering because I'm not anymore with my partner. If I'm back with my partner, I will not suffer. Here is a problem, because there's a problem, obviously. You become obsessed with this narrative. If I get her back or him back, my life will be back to where it was. But you're watching my video, my friend. You're watching my video and nothing seems to work, obviously. You can become clingy. You feel hopeless because it's not working. And this is where people make mistakes. This is where people make mistakes, call me, describe whatever they did after the breakup. And I tell them, there's going to be a lot of work, a lot of things to catch up, a lot of things to repair. Because sometimes the worst mistakes are made after the breakup. They are made after the breakup because we see the problem in the wrong way, and we therefore use strategies and tactics that are more emotional than rational and that are actually preventing you from getting back with your ex. Your life will never be the same. It's something you have to remember. Your life will never be the same anymore. This breakup is a signal that something needs to change. This breakup is a signal that something in your life, something internally, externally needs to change. And you have to accept that your life will never be the same. Stop thinking, I need to get back to this. I need to get back to my previous life. I'm holding on to this life because it's reassuring, right? But you have to accept, my friend, your life will never be the same. I pause for a moment, digest this, print this slide, stick it on your mirror in your bathroom, on the fridge, wherever you want. But remember this, you have to accept this breakup is real. Your life will never be the same. The problem is change is scary, and that's why you resist. That's why we all resist when something like this happens to us. Because our survival is based on avoiding danger. You can, if you compare ourselves to tiger, lions, any sort of predators, this is how we, survived back in the days. But we kept this element in our brain, in our societies, where less than there's no threats around there in terms of being eaten alive by a lion or something like that. I don't know why I'm struggling always to explain this, but it's like the primitive brain. And if you look at a neuroscience book, we have two parts. We have the primitive brain and the advanced one, system 1, system 2. If you know Daniel Kellerman, who wrote the amazing book Think Fast and Slow, which is a very good book to understand how brain works, and he describes the difference between these two brains. The problem is that this part of the brain, the primitive one, is extremely, extremely powerful and takes most of our bandwidth. And so what it means is feeling safe is actually one of our most important needs. It's very unconscious, and it's way ahead of feeling happy. Way ahead. Being happy is a very modern thing. Even, if you look at a few decades ago, that was not the point. You had a job, you had a mission, you had this role, and the happiness there. What's happiness? That's not the point. You were dedicated to your task, your value, your church, whatever. But happiness is kind of it's very recent, this sort of idea of happiness. And if we look at the evolution of men, that never sort of played a role in our lives. And so safety always comes before happiness. And getting back with your ex will make you feel safer. But is it what you need? Is it really what's best for you? That's what you feel like. I need to get back with her. I feel it's gonna be better. But what you're feeling is that you're looking after this safety. You're trying to get in that place, this familiar place that provides us safety, that provides that, okay, I know where I am. And I know that I've been happy in this relationship. Now I'm sad. Simple question. I'm going to get back to this. Safety also work both sides as well. The safety in your ex. Safety that they can give you a second chance. Safety that if they say yes, they'll also be happy. They'll also be safe. They won't suffer. They won't make you suffer. Happiness is safety. No, it's growth. And that's the problem we have in today's society. Happiness is all about growth, and growth is all about change. And change is scary. Change is difficult. This typical stepping outside of your comfort zone. So now it's time to be realistic. I really want to, to shake you here. If you're watching this video and I want to shake you like this, you have to be realistic. Some things didn't work with your ex. Otherwise, they wouldn't take that decision. And it's a big decision that they made. So be realistic that something, and you're responsible for that part. Even if it came as a shock, even if they took the decision, realistically, be realistic. Be aware of the situation when you heard that your ex wanted to break up with you. I'm not sure you were super happy either. And now you have to accept the fact that you're single. Because from this point onwards, this is the time for you to move forward, to develop yourself, to use this experience to grow and learn. You were single before meeting your ex. You are now single. That's a new chapter in your life. A new chapter where you can analyze, you can assess your past relationship, the things you should work on, the things you could have worked on, unfortunately. But rather than telling you, it's too late, I regret all the things that I've done, take action. Take action every single day to really impact your life. Take actions every single day to become a better person. Take action every single day to be more secure. To feel that the next time you see your ex, they'll feel, oh my God, why did I break up with that person? He's done so much work. He's evolved so much. Why did I leave that relationship? I made so many assumptions about us. I was hurt. I felt it was leading nowhere. I didn't feel understood. And now he's like this, or she's like this. So that's your job now. Is to really use this breakup. Accept things for what they are. Look yourself into the mirror and say, okay, I screwed up. Of course, I could have done things differently. But rather than looking backward, look forward. What can you do today? What can you do tomorrow? What can you do this week, this month? To become the person you really want to be. You have that potential. And this breakup, you feel like you are at the bottom. This breakup is a signal for you to really push hard in order to go back to the surface. Really push hard because you have the potential. And that's what I do with my clients. I really let them understand and experience a life, or bring that awareness. Because I'm a counselor, I really help them analyze their fear, really navigate within themselves for them to grow. And the idea is that in a month, in 2 months, in 6 months, when you look back at today, you feel like it is so distant. I felt like this so strongly. I felt there was no way. I felt he was the only option in my life, or she was the one. I felt so regretful in 6 months' time. That intensity, those negative thoughts would be so small because you would have done the work. And it's not easy, and it takes a bit of time, but you would have done the work to be more confident, to build up that confidence, that self-respect, that self-awareness as well. And you can do that either by watching videos to some extent. And I've done a video about stop watching too many coaching videos, because it's really about the actions. I make those videos to help you understand what you should be doing to boost your confidence. And I think this one is really to help you sort of step outside of your... Sometimes when we are depressed, and I was in that, we feel like sort of very numb. So I want in this video to really push you and step outside of this mindset feeling of being completely numb, and be acting every single day, small actions, every single day working on yourself. Whether it's having someone to help you, a counselor like myself, anyone that you could find online, that you can find locally. You will grow. You will grow faster, obviously, if you get help of someone. And there's a link in the description if you want to book a call with me. But it's really about, having this idea that my life will not be the same anymore. I accept this. And because I've accepted this, I can move forward. I can take actions today. Because you have that responsibility. And in 6 months' time, when you look at today, you'll be thinking like, that was the first day where I decided, okay, I'm going to take action. Things will be different. And I'm going to embrace that change. And I'm going to become the person I really want to be. I'm doing this for me. As a result of the breakup. Fair enough, but I'm doing this for me. And who knows? If you guys are meant to be together, your ex will come back to you. Because they would die to be with someone who's done the work, someone who's had the strength, the intelligence to work on themselves. If you have any other comments, don't hesitate to comment on the video, and also like if you found this helpful. I'll see you next time. Power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer.